Hi everybody, how's everybody? Hope you're all keeping really well. We have had a lot of chemtrails today, so it's just like really annoying, really irritating. You know, we haven't had them in a while, but they were so evident in the sky today. Like you can see the unmarked planes, and I live close to an airport, so it's kind of very obvious that it's not flying into the airport or coming out of the airport, do you know what I mean? And they're quite low flying, but I can actually get the metallic taste from the chemicals. I don't know if any of you guys get that as well. It just makes you mad just to see it. Makes me mad to see it, you know what I mean? Because I think like, why, you know, how do they get away with this? You know what I mean? And this is in Ireland. I mean, I just like, how did they get away with this? But anyway, just that's kind of going off the point a wee bit. But anyway, I just want to share with you, I received something from the Lord just a few days ago, and it's just very interesting. It's kind of giving you a bit of insight about the enemy and how he works and how he maneuvers. So I just thought this was interesting. So I will share this with you. Just before I share this, just want to say that a few years ago, you know, I felt the Lord saying to me, you need to look and see and examine the strategy of the enemy against you. And I thought that was so unusual, because usually in church, you know, we're kind of told, you know, that we're not to give any attention to the devil, you know, don't be giving him room or attention, or, you know, kind of, you know, watching to see what he does kind of thing. Keep your eyes on the Lord. But in this instance, the Holy Spirit was telling me, you need to see what way and the enemy is coming against you and what his strategy is against you. And that was really unusual for me, because I you know, it's not what I was used to. And so I began to obviously ask the Holy Spirit, Lord, what is he doing against me? Like, you know, how is he strategizing against me? And I realized that what he was doing was he was using intimidation as a weapon against me to silence me and to make me timid in my faith and in my boldness, you know, for being a witness to him and to speak out for the Lord, you know. And so I came against it using spiritual warfare, and I broke that intimidation, and it caused me to really rise up strong, you know, spiritually strong, you know, against the enemy. So that was so enlightening. And I say that, and then I share this because this has insight as well at how the enemy operates. So I'll just go ahead and share this for you, right? So I received this 20th of May, so I'll just read it as I wrote, as I got it. From left to right, a new day dawning, a critical time, change of season, change of tempo and gusto by the enemy of our souls. He is working tirelessly, almost flawlessly, in his agenda. Can you feel the push? Can you feel his evil glare? He knows exactly what he is doing, and he wants to win. He figures he can win. The cards are laid out. Now, so I was seeing this on a table. I was seeing all these cards laid out in perfect order on this table, right? So, yeah, I see cards laid out very evenly out on a table. We'll put this one here, and he takes a card and changes it for another card. These cards are representing his plans of deceit and trickery. He wants no mislaid or wasted plans. They are mapped out carefully, designed carefully, like these cards, laid out in order on the table. Once one scheme is complete, he takes out that card and replaces it with a new one, with a new scheme. That's why he is slippery and why it's hard to nail him. So just when you think you caught them out in their schemes, they change and alter it. It is the evil mastermind of how Satan works. He is an evil king. He has strategies and plans for his power, for his takedown. Watch how his crafty players move. Tricksters changing the targets, the plans, the goalpost, so it's difficult to work them out. When they feel that you have sussed them out, they will change. Chameleons, witches and warlocks they are. So chameleons are that animal that changes his colours, according to the environment, right? Uniting with Satan for profit, for power, for prestige, evil agents, no remorse or concern for others, blinded by ambition and deepest darkness. They use their power to turn into different personalities or creatures, and it's a ploy of their deception. So they will go out with the left and then with the right to gain ground, to gain influence, and to gain power. They have loyalty to no one, and they use it to great advantage in the world of mankind. So when I was saying that they go out with the left and then with the right, I felt that politically he plays each side to gain power. He doesn't care which side he's playing to gain power, but he will play different sides. Our loyalties as people, as human beings, have boundaries, but they have none. They use that against us to ensnare us. So, for example, like we have boundaries in the sense of we have, ethical boundaries, moral boundaries, relational boundaries. We have family ties. There's things that, would be a boundary for us that we won't cross over. But Satan doesn't have any, right? So it's saying that Satan uses this to his advantage. So they don't care how they get power. That's why wizards and warlocks and witches will shut down their loyalties, their soul ties, and their love, because it becomes a hindrance in the supernatural world. So I would say as they escalate in power, they probably become more and more emotionally detached, And that's why they can do some of those wicked things that they do, So let me see now. So if they can be free from these things that ensnare, they can gain greater power for themselves. That's why Satan plays one group against another. For example, racism, black against white, white against black, or, the north of a country against the south of a country, or, territories coming against one another. Satan will use anything to cause a division, And so I just say divide and conquer is his game, so yeah, that's it. Yeah, so that's the word there. So if you want to dialogue with me at all regarding any of those things or any questions, just do let me know and give me any comments. Otherwise, I'll be back on here again once the Lord has anything for me to share with you. Meanwhile, God bless and have a great week. Bye.